Hello everybody! I'm going to be discussing TrackMaster prototypes today. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, here's a brief description of prototypes from the TrackMaster wiki. A prototype is the original proof of concept for a model. A several few can be made, but are even so usually rare. Pictures of prototype models can be found on the back of boxes, in leaflets, and online. Before I dive deeper, I would like to mention that I got a lot of this information from tons of TrackMasters. His videos are very informative, and I will link his channel in the description. Now, on to my first example, the 3 canceled TrackMaster flip face engines. First up, we have Percy. He was going to be released in the Ice Cream Factory set. There is a chance that Percy was actually released, but recalled due to lead paint. From the prototype, we can see that he would have had a white running board and a yellow dome. Sound familiar? Here's Gordon. You can see he also has a white running board. However, his dome is a little oversized, and he seems to lack a proper firebox. Interestingly, he also has white coal for some reason. The last of the 3 flip face engines, here's Toby. His coloring seems to differ a little from his final version, and while the final has a blue truck, the prototype has a brown one. I think the final is just a little better in this case. Here are 2 that differ a lot from their final versions, Bash and Dash. These 2 look almost exactly like their models in the show. Compare that to their final versions, and you can see the difference. The finals are way too clunky, have bad faces, and lack some of the detail that the prototypes had. That detail includes colored rims on the wheels and dome, better lamps, and grass and dirt all over the models. They're missing one big thing though, their switches. This leads me to believe that the proportions of the prototypes did not allow for them to be motorized. Therefore, their proportions were altered for release. Here's an interesting one, the Icicle Freddy? This is just a regular TrackMaster Freddy with icicle decals on it. It is not known for sure whether this was an actual prototype or just a knockoff. Up next we have Buster. The only major difference he has from his final version is that the holder for his steamroller wheel is black. The only reason I put him on here is that there's a controversy as to whether the version with the black holder is actually a prototype or the first release. The controversy exists because several of them have actually come up for sale. Here's a picture of one of them, and here's one of another. The same can be said for the last thing I will be talking about today, the prototype Slippy Sodor Thomas. As you can see, the only difference this one has from the final version is that its eyes and mouth aren't painted white. Here's a comparison of the quote-unquote prototype to the final version. A few of these have also come up for sale, including mine. Check out my review of it through the link in the description. Well, folks, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.